For these students at Heritage Christian Academy in Maple Grove, the new school year has brought some exciting changes, including a new school building. Join us this week on Channel 12's Community Journal as we take you inside the newest school in town, Heritage Christian Academy. Here's what else is coming up on this week's program. Coming up in People, we travel to New Hope to meet this business owner who has combined a number of services under one roof. In Closer Look, Maple Grove Mayor Mark Stephenson brings us exciting news about a new library and a transit station coming to town. And in Lifestyle, getting the itch to get your hands back on the clubs. Join us as we take you to a new golf haven for lovers in this area. That's all this week on the Journal. And once again this week on Channel 12's Community Journal, our business profile brings us to the corner of Bass Lake Road and Vicksburg in Maple Grove to the new home of Heritage Christian Academy. We will tell you about the school's academic emphasis, also tell you about the school's new facility, and give you a little bit of history of the 20 years of Heritage Christian Academy. That's all this week on Channel 12's Community Journal. Thanks again for joining us this week on Channel 12's Community Journal as we're back to school in Maple Grove at Heritage Christian Academy. We want to take a moment now to tell you much more about the school. Heritage Christian Academy, located at 15655 Bass Lake Road in Maple Grove. Right now, an overview of the school and also talk about the history the school established all the way back in 1981. Joining us with that information is Bev Enderlein, the president. Welcome to the program.
Thank you, Dave.
Thanks for having us out. Let's first take the viewers through an overview. What is Heritage Christian Academy?
Thank you. Heritage Christian Academy is a strong school with a history of 22 years in the northwest suburbs. And I think if I had to sum it up, what makes our school strong, I'd start first of all with our biblically based education on the scriptures, which we believe are inerrant and trustworthy for practice and for life. And then our commitment to providing a broad liberal arts education for Christian young people in a secular society. We've endeavored to employ teachers and staff who really want to serve the Lord with their talents, who are well educated, willing to work hard, and really love their students. And I think if I had to describe our foundation, in addition to the scriptures, I would say that we are dedicated to a very healthy, joyful style of Christianity, which I think enables young people to be nurtured and to grow strong in the Lord. Plus, our academics are strong. We start with a good phonics base for reading in the lower grades, history that is true, not revisionist history, science and math that exemplifies God's created order, and following through with that, literature, language, research, composition, and so on, to build a strong student.
And we will talk much more about the academics later on in the program. You mentioned the history briefly. Take us back, because the school has been around for quite some time, but people might recognize a different name.
Yes. About 23 years ago, a group of very caring people at Medicine Lake Lutheran Church in Plymouth researched how to begin a Christian school. And after a lot of hard work and interviews and research, they began a school with 14 students. I was the first administrator. In the years to come, satisfied parents told their friends and neighbors. We now have 470 students, looking at 500 next fall. And with our beautiful new facility, we have changed our name to Heritage Christian Academy.
All right, and people may be familiar with the school in the past being in St. Louis Park and also in Crystal most recently. Tell me a little bit more about the church and the affiliation with the church. Is the church still here, and do all of the students come from a particular church or many churches?
Thank you. Actually, we are sponsored by Grace Free Lutheran Church of Maple Grove, but there are separate governing boards and separate financial departments. And I think it's very healthy to know that we have students here from almost 100 different churches in the area. It shows that parents believe in our mission and that we are nurturing and loving their children and providing that biblical foundation for their lives. lives.
Bev, thank you very much for
Thank
the
you.
information. Again, we'll talk later in the program and find out more about the school. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Dave.
Let's now take you to this week's People segment on Channel 12's Community Journal, a chance to head to New Hope to meet a business owner with a very unique business. Her name is Jonelle, and she is going to tell us about New Hope Floral and Gifts. It is a super convenience store along with the flowers, as you'll find out, and they have a very unique website. Here's that story.
Hi, I'm Johnny from New Hope Floral and Gifts, and I'd like to show you around our store today. We are the affordable florist. We do more for less. We do daily deliveries all over the Twin City area. You could go from here to Prior Lake, Our Flowers, Woodbury, Elk River. Daily deliveries are definitely available. This is a wonderful community. We have been here for 5 years and have enjoyed everyone. It's a wonderful community. We not only offer good prices, we take good care of the roses prior to our getting them out to you. Our roses, many people claim, last up to 2 weeks, but yet again, you need to take care of them just like we do before you receive them. We like to have you come year-round. We don't want to just on Valentine's Day have high prices. We want you to feel very comfortable coming back again. Enjoy those roses many times over. Flowers always make someone happier. I enjoy making people happier. We offer the Beanie Babies. We are the affordable Beanie Babies, $5.99 on up. Generally, our prices on the Beanie Babies are $5.99. Our Beanie Buddies are generally $10. We also have greeting cards, and we offer all different cards, a large variety, and every day, if you purchase more than one card, we take half off of each of those cards that you purchase. We also offer a lot of different unique baskets, plants, silk plants, fresh plants.
We all have less and less time these days, and just logging on right in your own home, looking through our products, we have pictures, you can see what you're getting. It's just a great way to get more people.
We are also a full dry cleaners, leather cleaner, shoe repair, handbag repair. What we like to do is to have you have a one-stop shop. We are giving you every opportunity to do so. Please come and see us.
Thanks, Joni and Barb, for a look inside your unique New Hope business. Well, once again this week on the Journal, our business profile brings us to Maple Grove, the new Heritage Christian Academy. And of course, one of the spotlight rooms is right here, the computer lab, the students staying up with the latest and greatest. More about the school in just a minute. Right now, let's take you to this week's trivia question on the Journal, a question about the city of Maple Grove. We want to know if you know who was the first mayor of the city of Maple Grove. We'll have that answer for you later on in the program. And while we have a second, our viewer response line, 533-1710. If you have a people, business, or lifestyle idea, we would love to hear from you. You can also email those at dkaiser@12.tv. And do check us out on the web. Maybe they will here at 12.tv to find out everything happening on Channel 12. Stay with us. More from Heritage Christian Academy in just a second. Welcome back to Channel 12's Community Journal. Once again this week on the Journal, we're back to school in Maple Grove at the newest school in town, Heritage Christian Academy. We want to take a few more moments now to tell you much more about the school. Once again located at 15655 Bass Lake Road here in Maple Grove. Right now we'll focus on academics and also some of the features of this beautiful building here in Maple Grove. Joining us with that information is Rodney Nelson, the secondary principal. Welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Let's first talk academics. Tell me about the school's philosophy regarding academics.
Well, academics are certainly a very important part of what we do as a school, obviously. The way I like to describe it is as accelerating the middle. A lot of other schools can deal with the ends of the bell curve very well, but they seem to forget the broad swath of students that would be in the middle, in the center. And what we like to do is offer a very challenging curriculum to those students and move them along and accelerate them and offer them a preparatory education that they can take into later educational years.
Let's talk a little bit about some particular classes. Are there some academic classes that you have that really stand out?
Well, our science classes are outstanding, as are our mathematics classes. Well, it's hard to say that one stands out, Dave, because I think they're all superior.
I knew that would be the answer, and I would agree with that answer. Let's talk other side of the school classes, enrichment extracurricular activities.
Okay.
What are some of the areas you highlight there?
Well, every spring we have a fantastic musical performance that we put on. Last year's performance was Cinderella's Glass Slipper, and it was a fantastic success. This year, our drama department will be putting on The Secret Garden. Very much looking forward to that, a musical production of that story.
And I know the school is involved with different clubs that the students can be involved in, and also athletics. We'll talk about that later on in the program, but you're just a little proud of the big gym down there.
Oh, very, very much so. The gym is fantastic. If I could mention some of the clubs that we have, we're going to shortly be starting an activity period every Wednesday afternoon. We'll curtail the academic day slightly, and for about 35 minutes at the end of every Wednesday, we'll have an activity period where students can choose from a variety of clubs. Things ranging from chess club to photography club to a robotics club, things like that.
Excellent. A lot of opportunities for the students. Now, we've mentioned some of the features of the building. I mentioned the gym just a second ago. How about some of the unique or special features of this new building?
Well, as I mentioned before, our science labs are outstanding. I would call them approaching collegiate. Our gymnasium is a wonderful place. We had our first game last night, and it was a fantastic experience. Computer lab is a wonderful place. And just the size of our classrooms is a feature that I really appreciate about this school. There is some elbow room for the students in these classrooms. They're quite sizable.
I'm sure the students appreciate that as well. Final couple questions. Christian education. Why are you and the rest of the administration here so passionate about Christian education?
Well, we're passionate about Christian education because we feel that it's superior. We feel that it's superior because it's grounded and based upon truth. Education that is not based upon truth really is nothing more than complicated trivia. If you don't ground your education upon a foundational fact of the universe, as we do, then it really is, it strips it of meaning, and that's one of the things that we like to highlight here.
Final question I have, if people are interested in finding out more about enrollment, what would they do, and are there openings in some of the grades?
There are openings, in quite a few openings in the high school currently. It's hard to say exactly how many openings we'll have in any admission cycle because we need to know what our re-enrollment will be. But we should know that pretty soon.
And they could call, certainly, and they can check out on the web?
Yes, they could check out on the web, and they can call 463-2223.
All right, excellent. Rodney, thank you very much for your time. Continued success with the school.
Thank you.
And we will leave people with another number you can call, the main number here, and they can help you direct to any type of information you like about the school. And also the address, that once again is 15655 Bass Lake Road, the corner of Bass Lake Road in Vicksburg here in Maple Grove. The phone number, main number, 463-2200 to Heritage Christian Academy. And here you see where to look for the web, heritageweb.org. Stay with us. Closer Look is coming up next on the Journal. In fact, here's Ann Gallagher with a preview.
The City of Maple Grove is gearing up for a busy year. We'll tell you what kind of preparations Mayor Mark Stephenson is making. Coming up next in Closer Look. The City of Maple Grove is far from finished with their plans for redevelopment around the downtown area. While a large chunk is completed, there's still a ways to go. Mayor Stephenson talks about that and more. It's been a little over a year since Mark Stephenson stepped into his role as mayor of Maple Grove, and he says the timing is just right.
Well, I think that for myself and all the other city council members, it's a lot of fun because even though we obviously are faced with a lot of budget issues this year, we still as a city are faced with a lot of exciting new plans, new growth, new development.
The list of projects is growing. At the top are the shops of Arbor Lakes, which will be completed around September of this year.
We're looking at over 400,000 square feet of new retail space, You have wonderful shops like Ann Taylor, Talbot's, Williams-Sonoma, Pottery Barn, Abercrombie & Fitch, Gap. Then we're going to have about 8 new restaurants.
Among those new restaurants will be the Cheesecake Factory and California Pizza Kitchen. Construction is now moving along accordingly.
As you drive by it, you can see how it's just sort of sprouted out of the ground. The new transit station is going to be started real soon as well. That goes right next to it. It'll have a room for about, I think it's 900 and some cars. So that'll be a 3-level parking ramp that'll be there for our transit station, but also there to help with the parking for the shops of our Arbor Lakes.
The new transit station will also take transportation to a whole new level, meaning good news for drivers and bus riders.
Well, I think that what it'll do is it's really going to help out. I mean, currently we have a big part of our transit being run out of the parking lot for the community center. That'll all be moved down to next to the freeway there, and it'll really help our citizens. It'll be a heated location. There won't be anybody standing outside anymore waiting for buses to come.
The transit station is also expected to open their doors in September. Another addition that's a few years into the future is a new library.
The planning for the new Hennepin County Library is going forward very smoothly, which will be just north of the City Hall where we are today. Eventually that'll be about 65,000 square feet of library space, so that's going to be a beautiful new building.
With all that development comes a few questions for the city, but Mayor Stephenson is prepared.
Well, I think there's a couple of challenges. I mean, obviously we are being pushed awfully hard to allow more and more development into our city, and we've got to make some decisions on how we're going to let that development occur. We do have to get our comp plan updated, so we're in the process of doing that as well.
The growth in Maple Grove shows no sign of stopping anytime soon, since the area already serves as a major attraction.
Maple Grove has become a focal point for businesses coming to the cities. One of the first places they look at coming to is Maple Grove, and that makes it exciting for us.
The shops at Arbor Lakes and the new transit station is expected to open in the fall of this year. As always, if you'd like any more information about redevelopment and other programs around the city of Maple Grove, you can log on to their website through our website at 12.tv. That's it for this edition of Closer Look. Dave, back to you.
Thanks, Ann and Mayor Stephenson, for that Maple Grove update. Now let's take you back to the trivia question. The question was, who was the first mayor of Maple Grove? The answer, Richard Reimer, mayor from 1973 to 1980. Stay with us. Lifestyle next on The Journal. Welcome back to Channel 12's Community Journal. Once again, this week we are in Maple Grove at Heritage Christian Academy, down into the band and orchestra room, one of the fine groups practicing here for us. Let's now take you to this week's lifestyle segment on The Journal and a chance to answer some questions with those with the golf itch. We're going to take you to a new business in the city of Brooklyn Park. It is Lucky Dog Golf in Brooklyn Park, and talk about not only their business, but how they give back to the community. Here's more information.
Lucky Dog, the name, we went through about 30 different names and whittled it down to Lucky Dog Golf. Frankly, because I am the lucky dog. When it comes to golfing, I'm the guy that most golfers hate to play with, because I'll be the guy who slices it into the woods and it'll kick off a tree and land on the green or land in a nice position on the fairway. And so my golfing buddies call me the Lucky Dog. And so it kind of made sense to go with that name. It was kind of a fun name, and we wanted a name that would be fun and still relate to golf. And my background is I've been a volunteer in a number of things in Brooklyn Park for a number of years. I served in the Minnesota legislature in 2000 after winning a special election last March. And prior to that, I was on the Brooklyn Park Planning Commission, spent maybe 2 years there, and a couple of years before that on the Citizen Long Range Improvement Committee, where I was vice chair for 2 years. My business background and how I got into this a little bit is I had formed, first of all, I've been a golfer much of my life, so it's kind of one of those bad habits I have, and if you have to have a vice, this is a good one to have. But I had started another company, and that is still operating in downtown St. Paul, and had an opportunity to sell a portion of that and really open up my dream, which was to open up a golf shop. And so that's how Lucky Dog Golf got started. Well, we have a number of things that are in the store, and they include TaylorMade, which is a pro-brand club, TaylorMade irons and woods. We carry a Tour Edge. Tour Edge is another pro-brand. We also carry what some might call knockoff clubs, which are things like Callaway Style and such. We carry men's and women's. We have bags from Sun Mountain, Day Trek, and Bag Boy. We have golf carts, we have clothing, we have hats, we have balls, we have, pretty much anything that a golfer would need, and including a putting area and a hitting area to test out clubs. Well, we have formed what we call the Lucky Dog Golf Club. And the Lucky Dog Golf Club was a way for us to give back to the community. So a customer comes in and they choose, when they sign up as a member, they choose a community group in which to donate their portion of their sales to. So what we do is we donate 3% of those sales to that group. And on that membership card is their code, their name and a code that goes with that group. And as they come back and make future purchases, they show us that code and then we can track it in the computer. Then quarterly we tally up those amounts, and if the group has $25 or more, we cut a check and we mail them a check for that much. We think we're going to be donating quite a bit of money to our community and giving back.
Thanks, John, for a look at Lucky Dog Golf, and I'm sure you've got some people already thinking about the golf season. Well, once again this week on The Journal, we have been in Maple Grove at Heritage Christian Academy, now in the gym, and we're going to talk a minute about athletics, and Athletic Director Chris Laird joining us. Chris, tell us about the athletic opportunities here at the school.
Well, I think opportunity is kind of the optimum word here. We want to provide opportunities for all our Christian student athletes, whether it's through the HPW program or whether it's through varsity athletics. We try to meet everyone's needs and try and help them improve, develop self-confidence. We focus on development of body, mind, and spirit, and we think they all work together. We're really blessed this past month to open up our new facility here. It's quite large. It affords us a lot of opportunity to be able to offer the kids anything they want to do. So we're very excited about that. We're very blessed.
Very good, Chris. Thanks for your time. Best of luck with the upcoming season.
Appreciate it.
Let's leave you now on the Journal with the address, phone number, and website to the school in case you'd like to stop by and take a look or give them a call. Again, they're located in Maple Grove, corner of Bass Lake Road and Vicksburg. If you'd like to call, that number is 463-2200, and check them out on the web at heritageweb.org. Again, it's Heritage Christian Academy. Do join us next week on Channel 12's Community Journal. We'll find out what's wrong with your car and maybe give you some solutions as we'll move to the city of New Hope and go to AutoZone, a new business in town. You've seen many of them around the area. We'll find out what's inside and what are some new things happening with cars. That's all next week on The Journal. Hope to see you then.